Hello there, this is Julie Leggett Art. Thank you for joining me. Today I have received my third block, my March block of the collaboration Circle of Friends. This is a collaboration that is hosted by Susanna of Vintage Blend Studio. And there's some fabulous stitches and some beautiful blocks coming through. And I'd like to share the block that I've received. Now, I had already videoed this and then I found that it hadn't recorded, so I'm having to do it again. So I had to repack it all up again, which is, you know, typical, isn't it? So here we go again. So this is from Lauretta Allen from Sparrowhawker Designs. Thank you, Lauretta. And I'm going to show everybody the block now. I'm going to open the block first. Here's a little letter from Lauretta, and basically what she's saying is that she's thankful for the block that she's just received from me, and she's sending me a combination of new and vintage items. Most of the trims are vintage. I think she's hand dyed the blue coloured ones, and she's given me some American feed sack fabrics from an old block from 1910, which I'm delighted about. I've never heard the word feed sack. It's new to me, so I'll have to look that one up. She's got some yo-yos, which are also from the 1960s, and that's great. Thank you, Lauretta. And I love this paper. How beautiful is it? It's got this lovely pattern going through it, and it looks very vintagey, and a beautiful butterfly on the front. So thank you for that, Lauretta. Right, so here's the block. Like I say, I did open it already, but the video didn't record. Now, I had seen a preview of the block on Lauretta's channel, but it's so exciting seeing it for real, in the flesh as such. So there we go with the block. That is the back of the block, and everyone likes to see the back of a block. Lots of stitching has been going on there, as you can see. And let's turn it over. And here we have this absolutely stunningly beautiful block. Thank you, Lauretta. I absolutely love it. I love the patchwork and the way that you combined all my colours in that patchwork wheel. Now, what we all did on the collaboration is we stated which colours we liked and we wanted our block in. My colours were blues, turquoise and greens of any shades. And Lauretta's really met with all shades of everything here, which is absolutely fabulous. As you can see, it's a little patchwork sparrow flower in the centre with pistol stitches, a little yo-yo and some turkey work there. Isn't that delightful? Can you see? Look, it's so beautiful. And all around the outside, what she's done is some seed stitches on like a linen, which is gives it a lovely texture. There is a combination of like quite new looking fabrics and some vintagey old. As you can see, there's a beautiful piece of vintage lace with a tiny little yo-yo on and some tiny little seed stitch, French knots in the centre. It's really sweet, it's beautiful. She's used some fabric, like I'm not quite sure what this fabric is. It's like a rayon that has been folded and popped around the outside with a piece of blue lace, and then stitched with green thread, little flowers and leaves, which is beautiful. Brings it all together really well. And there's some little, I suppose, shiny flowers been stitched on as well, which sets it off. And thank you, Lauretta. I'll enjoy today, and that's an important statement. We should all enjoy today, because we never know what's going to happen the next day. So that's a lovely saying. Another piece of vintage lace in the corner there, and another tiny yo-yo. I do like these tiny yo-yos. I've never used tiny yo-yos before. I've always been quite big, so I think I'll make a few. I love the different fabrics that have been used. There's actually 4 different types of fabric on here, a leafy one, and all different shades. That's mainly like a deeper turquoise, a lighter turquoise there, and a checky green at the top. I absolutely love it, Lauretta. Thank you so much. It's so exciting, and such talented stitchers, and I can't wait to get the whole set of blocks and put them together and see what they're like. At the end of this video, I'll put this together with the other blocks that I've already received. What I'll do next is go through all the goodies that Lauretta's sent me. Just pop the block there. This is the package that Loretta sent me with some beautiful turquoise lace and a lovely serviette with green and blue, all the greens and blues that I like, so absolutely perfect. So let's just put the lace on the side there, and we'll open up the goodies. I'm going to take away the serviette and put that on the side. So here we go. First of all, there's the little package with all these little flowers. So I've got some more of those, and there's some tiny little bone buttons there. They're so sweet. Thank you so much. They're lovely. I love those tiny little buttons. And in this little package here is some different pieces of lace and trims. And Loretta had already said that the blue ones that she'd actually dyed and the rest were antique, so I'm going to pop them all out there and go through them. So this is quite a nice deep turquoise. Let's put that on the side there. And then a much lighter turquoise. That's a beautiful shade as well. Let's pop that there. And then a blue with a stripe. That's a lovely bit of trim. Another off-white piece of trim. All beautiful. Thank you, Lauretta. So excited. It's really nice. And then a small trim in the turquoisey blue again. There's 2 pieces of that one. Another off-white trim there. Oh, and this looks like it's from a wedding dress, or something similar. So this is quite old. I love the little daisies that have been stitched on the netting there, and this is almost like flat work, like Elizabethan flat work, which is work that I do like to do. I must do some on the channel at some stage. But with flat work, you know, you would be stitching down the crisscross, but I do like the effect of that. That is absolutely beautiful. And another piece of lace. Thank you, Loretta. They're stunning. They're beautiful. Colourways are magnificent. And then I'll go through all the other little bits. Oh, and I do love yo-yos. And I do need to get my stocks up. I've got quite a few vintagey ones, but I definitely haven't got any turquoise ones. So thank you for those. They're very welcome. Thank you so much. Pop those down. And lots of circles to make more. What more could I want, really? That is fabulous. And I can make some little tiny ones as well. Loretta, I don't know if you've got a machine that cuts out your circles, but they're perfect. Thank you very much for those. They're beautiful. And I love these 2 pieces of fabric. Now, you know, it's very difficult to get small patterned fabric. So, you know, this is lovely. I always struggle, and I always end up with fabric with great big flowers on and things. And I'm always looking for old fabric with small patterns on. Ah, and here this is the details of the maker of the cotton, which is always great to use in your stitching. And you've got the name. This one's Commercial Building 576578. Must be Broad Street, I think. But beautiful colours. They're perfect colours for the colours that I like. Oh, I like this. This is like a putty turquoise. Fabulous. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, and this piece here is the same fabric there, so I'll be able to make another block if I want to, which I probably will actually, to extend my blocks over probably another, might do 12 and do 1 each in each of the fabrics that have been sent. And that's the same fabric there. I love Loretta. I've managed to get all the different shades of turquoises and greens. Absolutely love that. This is white linen. It's quite vintagey. It's very soft, and this is what Loretta's used in the centre. So thank you, Loretta. I do love linen. and I love the seed stitching that you've done around there, because it just gives such beautiful texture and it's gorgeous. And here we have the green fabric, which is the same as the fabric at the top there, and a piece of a napkin with a lovely blue flower on. Gorgeous again. Thank you so much for all these gorgeous pieces of fabric. And look at all those different shades of blue and turquoise there. It's stunning. This will stitch really nicely into something. Thank you. Oh, this one looks like an old vintagey piece of fabric. You don't see this sort of design and pattern. Look at that green and blue together. That is so, so striking. Larissa, thank you so much for this old piece of patchwork quilt. Again, you know, a turn of the century, the early 20th century, you know, the types of tiny patterned fabrics they got was fabulous, and it's very hard to get this tiny type of design that's on here, and the feel of this is lovely. You can almost feel the age in it. So thank you so much, Lauretta. That is beautiful. Can't wait to use it in something. Aha! And this is a piece that I can stitch, a bit like a mandala. I'm a bit of a mandala person too. So this is printed onto the fabric, so I'm going to enjoy stitching into that. Quite a lot of stitching there to do. Thank you so much. You know, I'm so blessed to get all these bits. Thank you so much for all the bits, Lauretta. I am absolutely knocked over by them, and I love my block. It's perfect. Thank you so much. What I'm going to do is just quickly show you the 3 blocks that I've got. Obviously this one's the March one. In February I got one from Jeanette Dawkins, and that one sits there. As you can see, you know, everyone has completely different ideas on the colourways. And then this one was from Abby Henderson of Purple Cottage Crafts. You can see the 3 together, but they look absolutely gorgeous together. And I can't wait to get the whole set and jiggle them about and see which ones go best where. So thank you for watching. Thank you. Special thank you to Lauretta Allen of Sparrowhawker Designs for this month's block. And I'll see you all again very shortly. Thank you for watching.